highlights.
And now an important message from Steve Harvey.
This pandemic isn't over yet. We got the vaccines. I got mine. You might have yours. But listen to this. Don't think just because you got the vaccine that you can just go crazy. Follow the current safety guidelines. I know the mask is hot, but you know what's hotter than these masks? Staying healthy. That's pretty fly if you ask me. Let's unite to prevent.
For more information, visit unitetoprevent.org.
You are tuned into WWE Lakeville, AM 1100.
The following program is paid for by Influencer 365. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of this station, its management, or the Beasley Media Group.
Holy crap, it's a Monday!
It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this forever mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this forever mine, ever mine.
Woo! And we are back right here on the Real 1100 AM iHeartRadio, checking in all over the world.
All over the globe.
And my headphones is way too loud.
Two turned up on Monday. Two turned up.
You got to be turned up. It is Mindset Monday right here on the #1 rated business show.
Man, get your mind right.
Did you have a good weekend?
I had a great weekend, man.
What
Watched
did you
a little
do?
bit of basketball.
I know you watch basketball.
That's all I did, bro. That is it.
But nah, man. It is Mindset Monday right here. It's time to get your week started. Get motivated. Get your mind right.
Get your money
ready
right
for battle. Because it's going to be a hell of a week.
It's going to be a great week, man. You know, it's already 70 degrees. First day of spring. We're supposed to be getting out of this cold weather.
Oh, yeah. It's coming, bro.
I'm about to put on my little short shorts.
I'm going to need you to keep them in the closet.
Hit them streets.
We got a great show for you today. We're talking about the sales mindset. I got in the house sales expert, Mr. Alstar Edwards.
Man, I'm telling you, his story is going to blow your mind.
I can't wait.
He went from bagging to getting the bag.
Woo! And then coming up after the break, we got Dr. J.C. Baker. He's going to be dropping in, giving us some information about some new technology and everything going on that's going to help you get your finance right.
Man, he's going to get you right, man.
He's going to get you right.
He got this new athletic app. It is off the chain. Pro Elites. But anyway, we're gonna get into some real stuff this week. We're going to get it right.
For my good friends out here in the Douglasville area, I want y'all to go visit my personal barber over at Studio 1211. He's located right there at 6405 Fairburn Road. You can call and schedule an appointment at 770-485-6772. Once again, ask Speak to Melvin, and you can get a free cut on Jeff this week.
Hey, check this out. I'm going to get you a free cut for life. This is how you going to get it. You get you some Magic Shade. You put it on your head.
You're going to burn the hell out of
you let it stay for an hour, and your hair will never grow back. Ever.
Lord have mercy. Is that what happened to you, bro? Lord have mercy. Well, if you don't want to do that, I suggest you call my barber over at 770-485-6772. Ask Speak to Melvin. Get yourself an appointment and get out there and get your line straight.
It burns so good.
It burns so good. No, it does not. For everybody that want to stay fit, want to stay looking good, want to get your body right to go along with the Mindset Monday, I want y'all to visit my good friends Titans Fitness, right there in beautiful Smyrna, Georgia, 1834 South Cobb Industrial Boulevard, right there, Smyrna, Georgia, 30082. You can visit them online at titans.net.
And if you go there, you can be like Houston's coach, and you can take your shirt off when you win.
Wow.
And let everybody see.
Wow.
He inspired me, bro.
He inspired you.
I was like, if he can run around shirtless and pop champagne, so can I.
Well, you know, we coming up on the 100th episode of the #1 rated business show. Like, seriously, we are seriously coming up on our 100th episode. I cannot believe it myself. It has been a lot of work. But it has. So for the 100th episode, just to make it special, Jeff gonna take his shirt off.
I'll take it
and
off.
run around. I'm gonna get some Gatorade. We're gonna dunk it on you.
Take it off. I'll take it off.
Because you won, brother. You winning. Lord have mercy.
You
Lord
can't
have
even
mercy.
talk. Man, that's messed up, bro.
That's because I need to go and get me a free COVID test over there with my friends at West
You
Park
know,
Wellness.
you know, I actually made a rock cry.
You made a rock cry.
I made the rock cry.
You made the rock cry.
When I took my shirt off, he had a tear come out. He was like, bruh, I've been in the gym all these years and I still ain't close to your magnificence.
You should have had that. You should have had that one to call him a jabroni. Lord have mercy. Well, if you might be suffering from some side effects from COVID, like Jeff's brain today, I want y'all to go see my good friends at West Park Wellness. They are providing free mobile COVID testing. It is the non-invasive saliva PCR test. Results in 24 to 48 hours. Testing is available Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays from 9 to 5. They'll come out to your business, restaurant, event, school, church, gym, wedding, funeral, even some of them just fantasies over there.
Yeah, the barbecues, Bromithus.
But I want you to visit them online if you are in need of mobile COVID testing at westparkwellness.com.
Yeah, you got to go ahead and get your get your health right? Make sure you don't have COVID because whiskey can't cure everything.
It cure a lot of stuff, though. It worked for colds. It worked for pain.
Man, I remember, well, let's not talk about back in the day. You catch a cold, you be like, get some of that vodka.
See, that's what don't work. Vodka does not work.
Oh, vodka, burn it out.
So will whiskey. What we got in our marketing moment for today?
Man, the marketing moment for today is to understand your sales process. Since we're talking sales today, we're talking about getting our mind right. I will not be the expert at sales because we have an expert at sales in the house, but you got to understand your sales process. A lot of times people think marketing and sales are the exact same, or marketing just gets them to the door. But then you go to the sales process, you got to go ahead and sell them. That's my tip for the day, bro.
Thank you so much for acknowledging I'm an expert in sales, Joe.
Well, I mean, I ain't say you were an expert in sales. I said we had one in the house. You notice I never say that in any other episode. So obviously it's not you, bro.
Oh man, now my feelings hurt. But why do I care?
I'm just saying.
I'm an expert in sales. I've been selling since the day I was born, bro.
What were you selling?
I done sold everything you think. I done sold beepers. I done sold cars. I done sold real estate. I done sold services. I sold it all, bro.
You didn't sell your soul, did you?
No, I did not sell my soul. Price is way too high.
You wasn't on. I'm about to say something. You wasn't on Veteran Drive in Columbus selling your body.
No, I do not hang out with you and Leroy.
But we got a real sales expert in the house today, man.
Yes, we do.
And I'm not even going to talk about sales because, marketing is my thing and sales is not.
Now, let's talk about that for 1 second, though. How does that differ? Because a lot of people, and we've had this conversation so many times before because we get so many clients that come to us and they say they want marketing, but really y'all want sales. You know what I'm saying? So please just break it down one time, Mr. Marketology.
What?
My expert.
Yeah.
See how I do him? You see how I do him?
In marketing. And I received that because it is true. Marketing is actually the way that you understand your audience, deliver a message, and provide them a way to get in contact with you to get the sale.
Okay.
It is the process in order to get them to the door.
Okay.
That's all you got to really think about is to get them to the door. Now, you might talk about advertisement. That's one way to get them to the door. Social media is one way to get them. But it is actually identifying with your audience and delivering the message to actually in the process to get them to the door.
Okay.
After they get to the door, that's when your sales team, that's why they call it sales team. Your sales team takes it from there and sells them.
So to explain to us, from an expert, as Jeff would call it, we got in the house with us today, Mr. Alistair Edwards.
You see how I brought Alistair to the door? I brought the audience to the door. And Alistair's going to sell them.
We walked right on up here.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here, man. Just an honor to be on your radio show today. So definitely thank you for the invite. I always tell people marketing is the exposure. Sales is the closure.
All right. See,
I like
how he sold
that.
it better than I
Right?
did.
So Marketing is
sold
the thing that says, okay, we have something for you, right?
Oh yeah.
So that's to get you to come look at it,
Mhm.
right? To be a part of the community, to say, okay, let me see what's going on. But the sales process is the closure. The sales is saying, okay, you're the one this is what you need.
Yeah.
And I'm the person you need to get it from. You know what I mean?
Wow. Now, there is a whole psychological process to selling. It's not a lot of folks. I believe they think it's just, hey, come here, buy this. It don't work.
It worked for me, man. When I told them buy my daddy's records, they were like,
well, your dad had a hell of a record, Joe. Not everybody got them type of record. But no, it is a whole psychology to it. Can you just kind of break down a little bit of your mentality or your background as far as what's a little bit of that sales process? So what's that first part of that sales process?
Well, the first part of the sales process is figuring out what are you selling,
Okay.
right? Knowing what you're selling and know what your product is. And the main thing is, what problem does my product solve? What problem does my product, service, coaching session, whatever it is, what problem does it solve? I need to know that in detail. And then I need to figure out who has that problem.
Wow.
See, one of the biggest mistakes people make is they come up with a product and they think everybody wants it.
That's true.
yes.
Right? No, everybody don't need what you have.
Mm.
And so sometimes people spend all their time marketing,
Yeah.
trying to get exposure to the wrong people.
Wow.
Mm.
Right?
That is so true.
So the key is to figure out who is my target customer, right?
Okay.
Who has that problem? Because all sales is finding someone with a problem and providing them with a solution.
And being compensated for
And
it.
being compensated for it. Right?
That's the key.
Oh yeah. But no, a lot of times in that sales process, or a lot of times when we start to think about the psychology, folks don't realize a lot of folks ain't prepared to sell their own product. They really not, because a lot of times, all that nervous energy that you're feeling before you go talk to somebody is just a simple fact. You ain't prepared, bro.
Mm.
You don't know in depth your customer, you don't know in depth your product, and you don't know in depth how this product solves that person's problem. Because when you can have that conversation, guess what? People buy.
That's true.
Now, as we start to identify this is my service and this is my value to the world, what's the next step that we need to start thinking about in this sales cycle or this sales process?
Cultivating the relationship.
Okay.
Right? You definitely want to make sure that your customer feels satisfied in doing business with you.
Okay.
Right? So and the way you do that is making sure that you understand the customer's problem, and then you convey to them that I understand what your problem or need is.
Mm. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's saying, hey, I relate to your situation, right? I know that what I have will solve that problem or fix that situation or make you feel better, right? Because I understand your situation. So a lot of times, it's like walking into a clothing store and someone starts hounding you immediately, right? That's never a good feeling. Nobody wants to be sold.
Yeah, everybody want to buy.
But everybody loves to buy.
That is so true.
Right? So I'll give you a perfect example. So when my son was born, right, I was driving a Toyota Supra, a two-door Toyota Supra.
Wow.
Oh, he went.
Your wife was mad right there, bro.
So I knew when my child was coming along, I needed to get a new car.
Oh, yeah.
So I went to a Ford dealership and I just happened to park by the Mustangs. And the guy comes out immediately and said, man, that's you right there, man. That's the car for you right there. I immediately got back in my car and drove off.
Wow. I don't blame you.
I drove 15 miles down the road to a different dealership. Parked again right by the Mustangs, and another guy came out. As soon as I pulled up, another guy came out again. He says, hey, just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Don. If you need anything, feel free to call me. And he walked away. So I'm walking around, looking around, and then I'm standing by a Explorer, and I call him over. I said, Don, let me ask you a question. He says, hey, before you say anything, tell me a little bit about yourself, because we may not even have what you need.
The pushback.
I love that.
Psychology on me.
Yeah.
Right?
I love it.
I said, well, I'm a newborn dad. I need to get out of a Supra. I need a family car. He says, well, the Explorer that you're looking at is pretty good. He says, it's a good car. And he says, you don't look like the minivan type. Am I correct? I said, I'm definitely not the minivan type. But then he switched it up on me. Here's what he said, Casey. He says, but based on your height, and if it's in your budget, you may want to look at the Expedition.
Woo! He just upsold you, bro, to the high end.
It'll give you a little bit more leg room. And you'll be able to lean your seat back further. That's all he said.
Wow.
He says, would you like to look at it?
Wow.
Of course, I want to look at it
But no, that is almost mastering knowing your customer because he
Yeah.
sized them up from the jump.
from the jump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then what's the first thing a big man gonna be worried about?
Yeah,
Leg
room.
those needs.
Knowing your customer, knowing what your customer's needs are.
Oh, yeah.
right? Here's the funny part. I would have bought an Expedition at the last dealership,
Wow.
but I went 15 miles down the road to a different guy because he took time to understand my situation.
Oh yeah.
And I think most of the time people get so happy that they're getting in front of the customer that they spit everything at the customer,
Mhm.
Exactly.
not realizing that the customer didn't even come for half of what you're spitting on them.
Exactly.
Wow.
I just needed one thing, and you're telling me about 20 other features that have nothing to do with my situation.
That's good advice.
So you lose me, even though your product may have the one feature I need.
Yeah.
The other 20 features don't mean anything to me.
Money is not attracted to disparity. Trust me.
Yeah. See, I would have lost that sale. Because I'd have been like, you're in a Supra. You know, did you see Fast and the Furious? You
Oh
and
my
your son
God.
be riding Dom and Dom Jr.
Oh,
and
yeah.
y'all have been rolling.
But
holding
no,
the
that,
conversation.
but no, that is such a key point right there. Listening to the customer and taking the time to ask. And we've even had that conversation because a lot of times you trying to figure out how this product fits for everybody else instead of just taking the time to ask somebody what's your needs, what's
Yeah.
your goals. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when you have that conversation, now I can find a product that's gonna match with them goals or help you get there. Or hell, I make up one on the spot if I need to.
Right.
But no, it is such an important thing to listen to the customer, like you would not believe, because so many folks just don't do that no more.
Yeah.
Like really. And then a lot of times, like you say, they just, hey, buy this, 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 instead of saying, hey, how are you doing, other human being?
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. Build a relationship first.
That's true. Now, how long do you have to build a relationship? A lot of times you know, when it comes to now, this is in the marketing aspect. When it comes to marketing, you have that nurturing sequence
Mhm.
that you're doing, that nurturing cycle. And a lot of times you feel like that has to be something that's long, drawn out, months and years on end. And a lot of times, like you said, that relationship was built in minutes.
Yeah. In
Right.
minutes. It's asking the right questions.
Okay.
Right. It's letting the person know that I actually care about you. Like you said,
Exactly.
hello, human being.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Not hello dollar. Right.
Exactly. Hi, check.
Hey, check. Right. It's hello, human being. It's just letting the person know, hey, I appreciate that the fact that you're even here to talk to me today.
Yeah.
Right. Whether we do business or not, that's fine. I just want to get to know you as a person and see if I can help.
Yeah.
Right. My services is here to help people. You may not be the person that needs my help.
Yeah.
Right. That type of attitude will get you way more customers than just, look, you need to get my product. You need to get my just there's nothing worse than the person say, hey man, I know you don't need it, but just buy it from me. Just
Buy my daddy's records.
now I think this is the biggest part most people fail at right here. And I definitely want to get your opinion on this one. How do we ask for the sale? Because I think so many people that's where they fail at. You put it in front of me, you tell me what you're doing and all this type of stuff, and just leave it there.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, all right, what you want to do now? So how do we ask for the sale?
I suggest instead of asking for the sale, ask what the problem is.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So if you know what the problem is, you can easily make the sale.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. If I got a massive headache and Casey's the only person with the aspirin that can kill that headache, I don't care what the price is.
Bro, I'm finna tax.
But think about it. If I searched everywhere for aspirin and can't get an aspirin, and Casey said, I got one, but you know, it's going to cost you. If my headache is bad enough, I don't care how much he's charging me. I'm going to get the aspirin.
Oh, yeah.
But he knows what my problem is.
Okay.
He got a major headache.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I say, take the time to figure out what's your problem. If they walk in the store, hey, what are you looking for today?
Okay.
Right? You going to a party? Is it an inside party? If I was in a clothing store, the first question I'd be asking people is, hey, what type of outfit you looking for?
Mm.
That's true.
Right? Where you trying to go? What you trying to look like? You know what I mean? What you want? You want to make a statement when you walk in, or you just want to slightly sneak into the room?
But no, that is so true, because when you really think about it, like you say, if you know what the problem is and you can provide the solution, it's obviously all you gotta do is put a price on it.
Yeah.
That's
I don't care what you sell, and I can simply rearrange my product to say, hey, this is the solution. Right? Depending on what if I know what my and be honest too. There's sometimes you need to say, hey, I don't have what you need.
okay.
Because now you'll get a repeat customer.
Okay.
You give them a referral. I say, hey, I may not be the person you need to talk to, but you may want to go visit with KC.
Yeah.
Right? He can get you what you need. But if you ever need this, and then I can say what I have,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Just know I'll be here to provide for you. Now you become a trusted person.
Okay. And that's the big thing.
That's
Oh,
big
yeah.
No
difference.
like and trust.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because if they trust you, they buy from you.
If they trust you, they'll buy from you.
So if he would have pushed you in that Mustang, you wouldn't have trusted him.
Nah, I got home and got cussed out.
Oh, bro, you would have so got cussed out.
Right?
I pulled that mess one time. I bought a G37 coupe, bro. My daughter was like, one on was 2, the other was like 5. She was mad.
Hey,
bro.
that just
I love
don't
that
fit the
car.
mix. Yeah, right?
Oh, man.
That was a personal decision.
Yes.
It was a bad person.
It had nothing to do with the family.
Lord have mercy. It was a bad person. I was going through something.
Yeah,
we
you
all
was
do, bro.
midlife.
Midlife.
You had to do that drop top to get that 20-year-old, huh?
But tell us a little bit about your background. Where did you develop all these sales skills from?
So I was born in England to Jamaican parents,
Wow.
and then grew up in Jamaica. And so I lived in Jamaica from 3 to 14. And at around the age of 5 or 6, I started working with my mom. So she had a craft shop.
Okay.
So I was behind the counter selling since I was 6, 7 years old.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then when we moved to America at the age of 14, I started working with public supermarkets.
Okay.
So I started bagging groceries with them when I was 14.
Wow.
And then ended up working my way through stock crew, front end, ended up being a store manager with them for about 16 years.
Wow.
So I ended up doing 27 years with them. And then in 2003, I got introduced to a company called Legal Shield,
Okay.
right? A network marketing company, multi-level sales. And then I ended up building a large team there and got into what we call the B2B arena, business to business.
Okay.
And took that product into companies. And so personally, I've sold over probably 7,000 memberships in companies for company and benefit employees.
Wow.
And so I've been doing sales for a while, and then just launched my sales course.
Now how important was that to have entrepreneurs as parents? Because you say you started selling at like 6 or 7.
Mhm.
So you got them nose out the way a long time. You just impervious to it. No.
Well, you know, it's funny. My sophomore year in college, I sold books door to door.
Oh, wow. That's hard.
I did that 2 summers in a row, selling encyclopedias door to door.
Wow.
So my first summer, I probably knocked on over 1,000 doors. So no's, I'm immune to no's now.
Wow.
Right. So
Wow.
Yeah,
once
that
you
was
knock, you
hard.
trust me, you get dropped off in a strange neighborhood. And the first thing they tell you is they don't even tell you where you're staying. They tell you the first day you get there is you need to find somewhere to stay.
Ooh.
So imagine being a
Wow.
college student knocking on doors saying, "Hey, my name's Alistair Edwards. I'm a college student from Florida A&M, and I'm going to be working here during the summer. Do you know of anyone that would rent a room to a college student for a small, low fee?"
Wow.
Nope. Until you get somebody to say yes, and now you're staying in a stranger's house for 3 months as you sell books door to door for the summer.
I'm telling you, bro, when you got to, you figure out a way.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. So
And that's hard right there. Because I did the vacuums, those Hoover vacuums.
Ooh.
Oh man, door to door.
Oh, yeah.
I did Tahitian on it.
Now, do you know?
You remember that?
You up there
that was the
pouring that?
nastiest juice ever.
Yeah, pouring that dirt on people's floor, talking about, look, yeah, let me show you how this clean. And they're looking like you just poured dirt on my car.
Oh Lord, how much it
You
is?
better hope the vacuum works.
Yes. It's the number one rated business show right here on the Real 1100 AM iHeartRadio, taking in all over the world. We are sitting here with Mr. Alistair, sales extraordinaire.
Yes.
I'm the Rockstar
He
KC.
sold me my first car.
I'm the Rockstar KC.
And I'm Mr. Marketology
We'll be back after this.
all day, every day.
Hi, this is Dr. Williams with Align for Life Wellness. I want to invite you to our new office at 1800 Jonesboro Road in Atlanta. Come in for a consultation, examination, therapy, and x-ray, all for just $100.
What?
Yes, $100. This offer expires soon, so call us to schedule at 404-383-1110 or find us on the web at www.yourfinespine.com.
If you want to be fine, take care of your spine.
We're open late.
Wash your hands, avoid sick people, and touching your face. This station and the Beasley Best community of caring want to protect your family. Get everyday prevention tips at cdc.gov/COVID-19.
Have you been looking for a radio station that gives you sport,
I don't believe it. It's a touchdown.
entertainment,
Are you not entertained?
and other special interest talk shows,
Well, isn't that special?
all on one app.
Yo, that's dope. What app is that?
It's the real 1100 AM app for WWE. Grab it for free in your Google Play or Apple App Store today.
This is the Rockstar KC
and Mr. Marketology.
Invite everybody to join us at our brand new time for the #1 rated morning show at
10 a.m. in the morning.
Live on the Real 1100 AM and iHeartRadio all over the world.
And that's Monday through Friday.
This is Abdul Chestnut of AEMG TV and XOD Network. I'm here getting it in with my man KC Pride, the host of the #1 rated business show.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turn to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millions.
Rocking it. Yeah. Rocking on the Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our astrological forecast for the week.
Yeah.
This is the only show where you're going to get a business astrological forecast. Y'all need to make sure y'all tell everybody around. This is the only place y'all going to get this special information that's going to tell you exactly what you need to do this week to profit and make your money.
And it works, man. And it's better than the way I used to do it. Because I used to do it by the fortune cookies. I remember one time I got a fortune cookie and I broke it open and it said things in your life going to change. And it did.
For the worst.
I mean, it changed. I mean, it didn't say good or bad. It said things going to change. And I was like, all right. And I popped it open.
Welcome to the program, Mr. Lorenzo Sanford.
What's up, fellas? What's going on, man? Happy Monday, everybody.
How you doing today, bro, man?
Hey, KC.
What's going on, brother?
I thought you used to do door-to-door personal services for people.
See, told you. Veterans Highway, Columbus, Georgia. No.
Y'all see how they treat me. Y'all see how they treat me. No, I was not a door-to-door stripper.
Deuce Bigelow.
No, I mean, I heard from a couple of women that you came door to door and you offered personal services, and
Wait
it was
a minute.
good.
Wait a minute.
Deuce.
Lord, how much y'all gonna get me in trouble this week?
Hey, man, let me tell you all what's going on. This is a beautiful week to get some progress made.
Right.
Mars. Well, first of all, we're in Aries season. We just started Aries season yesterday, right?
All right.
So we're in the spring equinox, and that means it's time to go. It's time to go for it, get it done. However, the ruler of Aries is Mars, and Mars is in Aquarius, and Mars is squaring Uranus. That means that you're going to want to just throw everything that's in your way out of the way. And I just want to caution you to not throw out the baby with the bathwater.
Okay. Slow it up a little bit.
Plan what you're going to do. Don't just say, God damn it, I'm tired. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can say that on the radio. Don't just say, I'm tired and I'm ready to get this over with. I'm ready to move on, because while you have the energy, you also have to have the mindset of planning and organizing. So the instinct is good. Go for it, but plan. Use your energy wisely, because you're very independent now. You're very interested in being aggressive, but you got to temper all of that with planning and organization.
Wow.
Don't just jump out there.
Wow. That's serious.
Yeah, I gotta get the plan, man. And he said I gotta purge myself. I'm going solo, y'all. I'm going solo.
Thank you so much for the astrological forecast for today, Mr. Worldwide.
And let the people know they can always reach out to me at astrologicastrology.com.
As always, we'll be doing a special masterclass with Lorenzo Sanford very soon called The Business of Astrology. It's going to be off the chain, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. He said, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
I'm going solo.
You're going to mess up your whole career, Joe.
Hey, it worked for Bobby Brown?
No, it did not. You see, he back with them on stage trying to do it. But no, still in the same conversation, man, the psychology of sales and getting the sales process out there. One more time, you said you have your own course where you're actually teaching sales to people now.
Yeah, so I have a Stair Steps to Sales master course.
Wow, okay.
All right, so it's an online course. Once you take that course, there are 13 modules in there. So I start off with understanding sales, right? Take you to understanding your product and service, right?
Okay.
Letting people know what your product and service is.
Okay.
Understanding and knowing your customer, right? Meeting with your customer, closing the customer, right? Follow up, getting referrals. So I take you through the entire sales process. And then after that course is completed, you get 4 hours of personal mentorship.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what does that personal mentorship look like? I can call, ask questions.
So you get 1 hour Zooms with me. So 4 1 hour Zooms.
Wow.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, how can folks take advantage of that if they want to get the sales training?
Simply just go online. It's stairstepstosales.com.
Wow.
Okay.
Stairstepstosales.com.
And it's spelled STAIR. Stairstepstosales.com. Alistair, Stair Steps.
But no, definitely one of the most important things for an entrepreneur, honestly, is sales.
Yeah.
If you do not understand sales, if you don't know how to do it, or if you don't know that process, or like if you like me, you just want to continuously get better at it. Because trust me, you can't train enough and knowing how to make that sale, knowing how to get that check, like for real, bro.
That's the truth.
Well, people don't realize everything is sales.
Exactly.
Everything is sales.
I had to find it out the hard way. Like for real, because you got two ways of ruling different things. You can be diplomatic about it, or you can be authoritarian about it. The authoritarian way don't work. Trust me, it don't. But when you learn how to be a lot more diplomatic and learn how to sell your ideas to your family and your kids and everybody else, you always selling, bro. Every time you say something, you trying to sell somebody on your idea.
That's true.
Yeah. Like your whole idea going solo.
I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell it. People, tell me what you think. Should it go solo?
Somebody tried to leave me once before, Joe. I'm gonna tell y'all in the words of TD Jakes. If somebody want to leave you, let them go.
I'm going solo.
He's gonna come back to the #1 rated.
It's gonna be Jeff Bill. the
Look, featuring Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
But no, one more time. If people want to learn the sales process, if somebody wants to get your course, one more time, because we got a whole bunch of folks asking in social media how to get it. If you'll tell them just one more time how to take advantage of that.
Actually, you can if you're on Instagram, just go to my Instagram page and go into click the link in the bio. Right. So my Instagram is Alistair, ALISTAIR .Edwards, EDWARDS. And so if you click the link in the bio, you'll see a link there to the sales course.
Okay.
If you're just going online, it's just simply stairstepstosales.com.
Wow. One more time for Alistair Edwards.
Yes, man. And you gotta get your mind right to sell too. It's a mindset thing. It's not the words. Everybody makes it seem as if it's just magical words. You say, blah, 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 and they're like, oh, I want to buy that. I want to buy that. And it's really more of a mindset and getting your mind prepared and setting the environment.
Yeah. Yeah. Because every person's gonna be different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna buy different or have a different need to fill.
But now, I definitely, we're going to be doing master classes coming up soon, man. We'd love to have you for maybe an hour so we can go into just an in-depth discussion, with a lot of folks that follow us and follow the show, a lot of entrepreneurs and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And just have an in-depth discussion about, sales psychology, asking for the sale. A lot of things like that is one of those things that really, really plague entrepreneurs like you would not believe.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be glad to.
Great. And if you're not selling, you're not really a business owner, because you ain't gonna have a business if you ain't selling.
I try to tell folks that all the time. It's like, if you cannot go out here and sell this thing, you cannot live. Like, how are you gonna be an entrepreneur, or how are you gonna have a business if you ain't making no money?
Yeah.
Because your business ain't gonna run off hopes and dreams. It's not.
True,
We love
true.
hopes and dreams, but trust me, they don't pay no bills. They really don't.
That is true. Love don't either. Love don't pays no bills.
Well, our next guest.
He always cut me off, man. My singing
Quickly.
career, man. I'm trying to get my singing career going.
Our next guest, he said technology pay the bills.
Okay.
Joining us to the program, Dr. J.C. Baker.
The doctor is in the house.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Thanks so much for having me today.
Hey, thanks for being on. This is the doctor of the business hospital.
The doctor of the business hospital. That is such a magical name right there. I love that. I love how you related business and everything to being a doctor. It's like, we need to diagnose Jeff real quick. He
and
got
when
some
your
bad
business
ideas.
is sick.
Well, it came to me because when you think about business, there's no single entity for anyone to go to. We're all guessing. We're all thinking about things subjectively without any baseline to compare it to. If you were to get injured right now, whether you had a gunshot wound, whether you cut your hand in the kitchen, or whether you passed out, the remedy would be hurry up and get to the hospital.
Wow.
So as I embarked on my PhD in business and leadership, I looked and said, well, as I looked at my team, I said, where does anyone go? We guess. And then some of the major entities in this country, they're just not simply realistic or affordable for most business owners. You can't go to Ernst & Young and just get consulting, if you will. And I say consulting doesn't always cut it. Sometimes you need rehab. Sometimes you need surgery. And therefore, I invented the business hospital. I own all the assets around it. And we're now working in 13 countries, about to pick up Singapore here in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Now you are a doctor of business administration with focus on organizational leadership and professional finance, correct?
Correct.
Now, tell us a little bit about the business hospital. What are some things, or what are some of your patients look like? Let's say that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what we call them. I have 20 practitioners and 15 hospital wings that help me provide treatment. And our patients are literally anyone from having an idea in their mind to having a bakery that's 65 years old and they're on their second generation. Or it could be a large entity, no differently than the NFL, or it could be the University of Cincinnati. So we work with any and every business of every type, every scale and size, and we're industry agnostic. But the way that we provide our treatment is through assessments, diagnosis, prescription writing, rehab provision, and analysis. And what that really means is that we're going to look at you, listen to what you say is wrong, then we're going to prescribe to you what really is wrong, and then we are either going to guide or provide advice, or we're going to implement, or we're going to execute, or we're going to provide. It really depends on where the need is, and quite frankly, what the company is prepared to do to be a part of their own rescue.
Wow. Now, what are some of those things, or what are some of the type businesses that you guys work with at the business hospital?
Literally, we have seen it all. My day might consist of neuromorphic computing or electromagnetic radiation, nanotechnology, or it might be T-shirts, or it might be a new club or an event hall. It literally can be anything. And so with that, we have to be prepared in what we call a knowledge society. That means that I have to know more about most things than you do, and my team has to be better equipped. So if you have a question, whether it's about your sales cycle, considering that you guys were talking about sales and how everything is sales, well, everything from a metric to a system to sales persuasion, which we know the secrets of sales, or the 6 secrets of sales persuasion, not to mention utilitarian reasoning and hedonic reasoning. We can go there with you. Or we might be looking at technology and how to build your wireframes, how to code your platforms. It literally might be anything. We have to know it.
Wow. He's using big words too.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
But no, I just love that such a wide breadth of knowledge and huge, obviously research team that y'all must have to be able to go into so many industries, because a lot of us are consultants, but over a portion of your career, you start to find, or you start to kind of niche yourself back to saying, this is what I'm best at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Well, I think you make a really good point. What we're best at is your problems.
Wow.
So that's exactly what we've niched. So you are correct. As a typical consultant, you've gotten really good at something, and that's what you offer the world, which is what makes you a specialist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a general practitioner. So we go by 4 pills, and which these pills could also be viewed as pillars. But information, innovation, ideation, and imagination. And the first pill is information, which means that we just simply have more of it. We pay for it, and we're privy to more of it, which allows us to be a better service to you.
Now tell me, doctor, what are some industries that you see right now, or some of the emerging industries, or a lot of our audience are entrepreneurs looking for opportunities? Where do you see the next biggest opportunities coming from in 2022, 23?
Well, I don't know if they're opportunities, but I know it's where people are participating. There's 134,000 new businesses a day, and that's a real number. 42% are failing within the first 6 months. And the bulk of that is someone looking to create something in the technology space. Everybody wants an app or a system or something that they want to offer, but they're uncertain how to participate and navigate. We see that regularly. Outside of that, you have typical service-based need companies. So therefore, I'm lazy or I want to find something convenient. Guess what? There's a service for that, and there are people looking to offer those services. So I think the mentality of where we are from a society, where we're transitioning to as a globe, technology is one, service is second.
Definitely.
Man.
But oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say to all your app makers out here, let me tell y'all where it's really at. It's combining these services and these apps and all these type of things together. We're in a whole different environment now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We saw the time where you could post something to Facebook and boom, you was getting customers. Then we saw something where you put a website and you was getting customers. Then for a second, you could put up an app, you was getting customers.
Yeah.
No longer does it work, any of it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? One lane ain't gonna work no more, bro. You got to be touching like 2 or 3 different things or solving 2 or 3 different problems if you're really trying to get out there now.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you one thing that you mentioned, and you couldn't be more accurate as it relates to what technology, social media, and some of the current trends have dictated. And this is a real number. I'm giving this to your listeners for free. Social media converts at 2.4%.
Yep.
That means the volume of following that you have to have has to be substantial. It has to be massive. But what does work? The same thing that's always worked. Me shaking your hand, me looking you in the eye, and me doing really good business through a really good cycle.
And it ain't gonna never stop working. They
That
have been
will
doing
never
business
not
like that
work.
since Henry Ford, brother. And it will
Right.
never stop.
And so in that case, one thing that we do as a business hospital is we help people understand the baseline of business in a more excellent way. And so we then rehab them, whether it's rehabbing their processes, rehabbing their minds, rehabbing their human capital, whatever it might be, into understanding what a healthy business should be as opposed to the grander idea of what they think their business should be.
Wow. That you know, it's amazing how many folks don't really know what their business is really about.
Yeah.
Like, you know how many people you can go ask them what you selling and they don't know. Like,
Well, you know, that's actually an exercise that's a part of our physical. We actually give a physical first and an exam second.
Okay.
When we take on a new patient. And one of the things that we talk about is their value proposition. The moment I say value proposition, oftentimes they get frozen. They become a deer in headlights.
Oh, yeah.
So then if you were to ask the top management teams, whether it's C-suite, whether it's directors, and then you go to their subordinates and say, what do you guys do here? You're going to get multiple answers. And that's problematic.
And that's the shame.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what we talked about, leadership. Because when the leadership is proper, when everybody's on mission, everybody understands the mission that they operating in, then everybody will act in one accord. But when everybody all over the place, how does it mean you got 2 different visions for the same company?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's leadership.
Well, it becomes easy that would happen, or that reality is in fact a reality, because no one's classically trained or traditionally skilled in these areas, even leadership. You know, I do a lot of leadership training around this nation. I speak anywhere from 4 to 5 times a month on the topic. And what I find to be unique about it is that if I were to ask someone what's their leadership style, they have no answer. They don't even know that leadership is a style that could actually be perfected. So if you don't know that, you're guessing. And that means you might make the shot. Like my brother, when we play basketball, he might make a 3-pointer, but he's no 3-point shooter. And so that happens to people with leadership.
That's true, though. You ain't going to win without Phil Jackson, bro.
Hey, that's true.
Right. You have to be classically trained, and you have to have a formal process to what it is you're looking to execute.
Now,
and it can be done perfectly.
Now, what are some leadership training tips that we could give folks that's out here, you know, running their own business, just trying to run themselves? Because a lot of folks, I mean, solopreneurs and this type of stuff, they ain't doing a good job of managing themselves. Like,
well, you have to be, once again, I'm using the same word out of redundancy, but I'm doing it for emphasis, is that you need traditional training in it. So if you ignore it, for an example, as a former ball player, one thing that we always started camp with was this is a football. And there's 11 people on offense and there's 11 on defense, and it starts right here from the center, quarterback exchange.
Wow.
Well, by the time you've played 15 years of ball, you know that, but we're not going to ignore that, because it's important for you to once again remind yourself of the training of what this game is all about.
The fundamentals.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that classic training in it, you're going to ignore it, and then you're going to wonder why you're inadequate.
Wow. I tell folks all the time, when you are prepared, when you are properly prepared, all that other stuff fade out the way.
Well, see, properly prepared is a trick bag. You're like, what do you mean? I mean, I've got people that say they've gone to Google University. You can't Google stuff to learn stuff. Can't do it. I remember having a basketball argument. I am a sports enthusiast, so I use a lot of sport analogies. But we were arguing about a travel call. And if you're playing in the hood, and I don't know the complete demographic of your listeners, but there's always an argument on the basketball court in the hood, especially about violations. So we have a scenario where if you shoot the ball and it doesn't touch the rim or the backboard and you catch it, that is travel. But we'll say in the hood, it was a shot attempt. So we went to look it up, and one guy Googled it, and they said, see, as long as it was a shot attempt. But they never checked the source. And the source wasn't a credible person that could even make a declaration on if it was a violation or not.
Dr. Baker,
we got to pull the rule book up. And the rule book specifically says it, you know, in Article 72 that it is.
Wow.
But it's amazing where we get our information from. You will never be educated if you don't even know where to get your info from.
Dr. Baker, I'm offended. I am publicly letting you know that my blog is a creditable source, and I stated it, and I'm offended.
You're gonna learn today.
But no, as long as your blog is backed up with other sources that provide that opinion or your expertise. But now, Jeff, you might be an expert, right? We know the work that you do in the marketology group.
but no, it's so important that we start checking our sources and look at where we get this information from, because nowadays everybody's sitting up here. They go find somebody's book, or they go find somebody else's videos, and now you're trying to build your own content as you just expert and all this other type of stuff. But it ain't nothing to show that you're an expert. You ain't got no track record. You ain't got no results. All you guys a damn YouTube channel.
I'm gonna tell you,
I'm just saying,
that stuff burns me so bad that when you actually consult with businesses and their CEOs start telling you about blogs, and you're like, yeah, but who is this person? Have you did any type of due diligence on them? Well, I saw this YouTube video, and they must be credible. They have 1 million followers, and you're like, that doesn't make them creditable.
Exactly.
You know,
that just make them good at social media.
Well, following equates to entertainment.
Exactly.
Doesn't equate to credibility. I would submit to you, no matter how you look at this, how many people are following neuroscientists?
Yeah,
I like that.
How many people are following astrophysicists?
I like
you
that.
aren't.
No, that's true.
Right. So because you aren't following the people that actually invent the information, you're following the entertainment.
Yeah.
I had a young lady the other day. I hadn't spoken to her in literally in some decades. And I said, man, what are you up to? How have you been? And her response was, man, you know, just about to get my life coaching business off the ground as soon as my mentor finishes telling me how to do it. Now I'm thinking about what I know about this person. I'm saying, well, how are you a life coach? Your life's a mess.
Wow.
Lord have mercy.
So now you're being taught how to be a life coach? That's literally like saying, look, I'm going to coach football as soon as I learn it first. Well, that doesn't make any good sense. Right? I'm going to help you with finances, although I can't seem to figure out mine.
But no, that is so true. And like we started at the beginning of the year, it's time to be done with all this type of crap. Like, for real, the fake gurus, all these people out here spitting all this bad advice, trying to tell y'all what y'all need to do with y'all business, and y'all falling behind somebody just because they got some followers.
Yeah.
Who give a damn? Do they have any buyers? Any?
You don't know.
Anybody buying that crap?
Alistair, they buying them?
Well, the sad part is some people are. and that's the problem. You know what I mean? And you got masses being straight straight the wrong way. Because they're not really checking the resources. They're going based on the following. Like the doctor says, if you don't know if the person is actually credible, have they actually sold anything? You know, I always told one of my mentors always told me, he says, I would never do business with anyone that has never failed.
That's so, but that's so true.
Well, because the lessons come from the failure.
The lessons come from the failure.
We talked about that on Friday.
I need to know how many times you failed before you and I sign a deal together.
Wow.
If you come in here and tell me I'm perfect, I do everything right, then you just haven't been in the game. You just ain't been in the ring long enough.
You probably ain't in the ring.
Well, unless there's a way to solidify that positioning, because I can also contend to make the argument that if your resources have always aligned, then in theory you could. But I would also need to know that as well, that maybe you had a head start or you had a cheat code.
Right.
And there are people that have that.
I would say every overnight success I know got a backstory about 15 years of failure. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, I would tell you this. Yes, they do, even if it's not their own. Right? If I'm third generation and my family's been great at, like, I tell you right now, we do work right now with the second wealthiest family in the Philippines. Wow. They've been wealthy for 400 years. Wow. They're worth more than every single black person in our country combined. including our billionaires, which we only have 8 of them. So in this case, when I'm hearing them, I know that what they do now works because of what happened 400 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But there were some failures over 400 years.
Oh, yeah.
They just didn't experience them.
Okay.
Right. And that's a different mentality that not everybody can play. And they are not the person you can look at. It's almost, once again, here's a sport analogy. I can't look at Wilt Chamberlain and try to learn how to do basketball better. Because he's born with something you just can't have.
Yeah. You know, that's a good point, Doc. That's going back to knowing your history. If you know your history, you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Baker, if anybody wants to join the business school, man, or if anybody wants to just get more information to follow you, or if you're looking for a consultant like myself, because I am very good at all this stuff, and I want to work for them, I want to work for them Filipinos.
I mean, it's real easy. Our website is drbaker.us. And so you can find me there. Our phone number is 1-877-BIZ, B-I-Z, HOSP, HOSP, so for business hospital. But really, if you go to the website, you want to connect there, you can. My email address is 2 of them. One is info@drbaker.us, info@drbaker.us, or me directly, which is Dr. Baker, Dr. Baker at drbaker.us, or once again, Dr. Baker at drbaker.us. One thing I'd like to say, gentlemen, since you have me, we just launched our athletic platform called Pro Elite Training. And we wrote a patent on how to train athletes with a metronome of music to increase rhythm, tempo, and pace. It's never been done before, but it's the science as to why you learned your ABCs through rhythm and rhyme. It's the science behind why a military division can march on cadence. We can teach you a 3-punch combo, or we can teach you a crossover dribble, or a back pedal technique, all through music. So we've done that. We have thousands of drills. We have NBA and NFL participation along with MMA participation. We've got some pretty high profile producers that have signed on to the platform for our music content. But I just want your listeners to know they can get it now in their Apple and Play stores. It's called Pro Elite Training. Pro Elite is one word. I really need everyone downloading this thing. We've got some international attention off of the science, and the way that we make people believe that it works is by people using the platform.
Wow.
So I need everyone's commitment that's listening that you will at least download it. It is free. So I don't want to hear that it costs you money, and the download takes you moments. Pro Elite Training.
That is amazing, man. And like I said, one more time, if anybody want to get in contact with you or follow you on social media, how can they do that?
Social media wise, which is funny, I actually don't use it. And they're like, how do you go to 14 countries and don't use it? I make a lot of phone calls and I shake a lot of hands. However,
go get on the phone, bro.
However, get to the website. That's how you find us. And then from there, if you put a message in, we'll be able to push any information that you want or need. If your business is struggling and you need assistance, trust that we will heal your business. No matter if you have money issues, marketing issues, which, believe it or not, if you got marketing issues, Jeff Bill is a person that you need to get to. But if you're looking at human capital issues, anything else, technology issues, we can heal your business.
Man, once again, man, we got to get you come back and do a longer segment with us, man, because we got to dig into this Pro Elite Training, man. I definitely want to know more about that. So we definitely got to get you back as soon as we can, brother.
Absolutely. Well, I'm available, Jeff. You know, I'm just a phone call away from you. I'll answer the call. I'm not that guy that's so busy that I can't talk to people that make good sense and that are important to me.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you so much once again, Dr. Baker. JC Baker.
And we
went off, bro.
Man, Dr. Baker is the truth, man. I'm telling you, when you're talking about somebody that's actually smart but yet practical, that's the man. I mean, you know, a lot of people are smart and they just sound smart.
Yeah,
he knows his stuff.
You can hear it.
Yeah,
because now that music thing is a cheat code. I even taught that to my daughter. You know, a lot of times you can study to a certain music, especially like classical music, like Bach, something like that, about 80 beats per minute.
Yeah,
and then a lot of times when you hear that music again, it help you recall that information, as well as scent marketing. So you can put like a little scent on your wrist while you're studying this type of stuff. You really need to remember that information. And when it's test time, you wear that same scent again. And then it helps recall. It's the same thing that they do in Hilton Hotel, Disney, all that type of stuff. Yeah,
man, that's deep.
I know all the cheat codes, bro. But you got to pay for mine. I don't give away no free tip. I gave away way too much.
They say cheaters never win, KC.
And winners never cheat is what they say. I didn't see some cheaters win, though. But one more time, Mr. Alistair Edwards. If anybody want to get in contact with you, just take advantage of your sales training. One more time, how can folks get that?
stairstepstosales.com.
Stairstepstosales.com. I'm gonna have to start selling myself again. I don't know what I'm gonna sell though.
As long as you're not selling what you used to sell, we all right.
They legalized it here in Georgia. Lord have mercy. It has been another Mindset Monday right here on the #1 rated business show, Real 1100 AM. Checking in all over the world, iHeartRadio. For the quote of the day, this is coming from Robert Collier. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Small efforts.
Okay.
Repeated day in and day out.
The baby steps.
Baby steps. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. live right here on the Real 1100 AM iHeartRadio. It's a Monday, bro.
It is, but we made it through.
We made it through.
Now it's time to go get lunch and some whiskey.
Nah. Turn up. Follow me at I am KC Pride.
And I'm Mr. Marketology. Well, follow it. See, you always mess me up.
Oh,
follow me at Mr. Marketology. Not I am Mr. Marketology, but Mr. Marketology. That's where I'm at.
Lord, please help Jeff remember his own Instagram.
And then it's Alistair.Edwards.
Alistair.Edwards. Well, on Instagram?
On IG, yep.
All right. Alistair, spell it for him one time real quick.
ALISTAIR.EDWARDS.
Right there on Instagram, and we are out.
I know that they get sick of me. They chasing my neck cause I'm real a piece. I don't even like to freestyle for free. I put in the key and I ride the beat. I don't even come out the house for free. I pay the drive for me. JJ couldn't even go sign for me. I do what I want cause I'm signed to me. I get the bag. They get the back, have to cut it in half. Stop the comparing, y'all making me laugh. Need to rehab, I'm addicted to cash. Convertible walk, convertible talk. My dough got a vertical, look at that hop.
At Align for Life, we work with attorneys across the entire metro area. We are a portal of entry provider, meaning we can ensure your client is triaged accordingly and coordinate all aspects of your client's chiropractic and medical care from start to finish, including referrals to medical doctors, specialists, and imaging. This is Dr. Fowler. Your injury clients deserve the best: transportation, extended hours, and compliance monitoring. We understand your needs. Refer your injury and accident victims right now by calling us at 404-383-1110 or visit
And the Rockstar KC.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, this is Alistair Edwards, man, here in the #1 radio business show, here with Mr. Marketology and Mr. KC Pride. Hey, let me tell you what, you got to plug in.
Sound good.
Hey, this is Alistair Edwards here on the #1 radio business show with Mr. Marketology and Mr. KC Pride. Definitely make sure you plug in.
Thank you.
Did it come out good?
Yeah, but you said #1 radio is rated.
Oh, #1 rated.
Yeah.
Okay. #1 rated business show. Okay. Hey, this is Alistair Edwards here on the #1 rated business show. Hey, you definitely need to plug in with Mr. Marketology and Mr. KC Pride.
Cool.
Is that good?
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
Nah, man. Thank you all.
Tell the whole world the truth is back.
Hello, welcome to DNA Sports Talk. This is Don the D and DNA.
Hey, what's going on? This is Ace of the A and DNA.
We're bringing the facts about sports.
If you don't agree,
say so. 44603-8770 is that number to call in. Once again, 44603-8770. These past 2 months, I realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. That time will come, but it's not now. I love my teammates and I love my supportive family. They make it all possible. I'm coming back for my 23rd.
Nothing to y'all. Understand nothing was done for me. So I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this forever mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting down in the mall. And telling that girl she the one for me. And I ain't even planning to call. I want this forever mine, ever mine.
Woo! And we are back right here on the Real 1100 AM iHeartRadio, taking it all over the world.
All over the globe. Get it together. Get it together. One of the mornings.
It's a beautiful spring day.
It is a beautiful day, man.
The air is full of just all this pollen, but we're going to make it through.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't have those problems.
I do, bro. It's killing me. Thank y'all so much for joining us right here on the Real 1100 AM iHeartRadio. Man,
here's the slogan for the day. You said it's pollen out there. It's all in your chest. But if you cough, I'm off.
It is Tough Talk Tuesday again, right here on the #1 rated business show. I'm your host, Mr. KC Pride, the rock star of branding.
And
right here,
Mr. Marketology, the smartest working man in grow business.
You said I need to start saying the whole thing. So from now on,
yeah, I'm
gonna pronounce all of it.
It's like a pimp named Slickback.
What's up, Ms. Dawn Espinosa? Joining us right there on Instagram. Thank y'all so much for checking in. It is a Tough Talk Tuesday, and we having a tough time getting through it, but we're gonna make it through anyway.
We are.
We're gonna persevere.
So we're gonna give the engineer some right off the rip.
Gonna give him some flowers real quick.
Miles the engineer, Miles the guru, Miles the genius.
What up? What up?
What's up, man? How you feeling this morning?
Like y'all said, man, it's a slow morning, man. Trying to get it together.
I know it's a tough Tuesday, man. We gotta turn up, man. Give me some turn up music so we can go and just get pumped one time for the tough Tuesday.
I got you.
Let's see if we can turn up one time.
We gotta turn up.
For real, bro. I promise you.
We didn't even get the Taco Tuesday intro.
We didn't get the Taco Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
It's not even. It doesn't even feel like a Taco Tuesday though.
Lord have mercy. While we was looking for the turn up, if you're in Douglasville.
See what I'm saying?
If you're out in the Douglasville area, I want y'all to go visit my friends over at Studio 1211. They're located right there at 6405 Fairman Road. You can call and schedule an appointment at 770-485-6772. Once again, Studio 1211. Go in and ask for Melvin, my personal barber, and get a free cut on the Real 1100 AM.
That's right.
I'm going to tax it to them now.
And if you want to go ahead and get that fake beard, you can go ahead and Melvin can put on, they got that stuff, man. You can just spray on your face.
Okay.
Or you can put that glue on your face.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you can have the whole big Rick Ross beard on it.
Oh my goodness. I hope folks ain't weaving a beard on their face.
Man, I saw it for myself, bro.
That's just way too much for me. Let's go. Right here, if you're in the Smyrna area, we're gonna turn on one time. Just one time for Jeff.
One time.
Jeff need to wake up.
I'm trying, bro.
Music. Oh, he don't like that. He don't like that. You gotta give him something else.
Go ahead and push it, man. It ain't all about me, bro. It ain't about me. But this shit, no. But let me get on this. First of all, for the culture, for the culture. So I was listening to the one of the games in the Final Four, and one of the commentators was talking about this song. He was like, "Yeah, I love that Pusha P. It's the kids need to listen to this because it's positive." I'm like, obviously you ain't hear the lyrics to this song.
You don't know what P means.
Yeah, I was like, obviously your analyst gave you bad data. You ain't hear this song.
We need to play church music. Lord have mercy. If you're out in the Smyrna area, I want you to go visit my friends over at Titans Fitness. They're a world-class facility. Training fitness programs, brand new Vitality Center. They're located right there, 1834 South Cobb Industrial Boulevard. You can check them out if you're in the area. Just Google Titans. I promise you they'll pull up, or you can visit them online at titans.net.
Do they have the boxing bags?
Yes, they actually do.
Can you put faces on the boxing bags?
If you want to put a face up there, Jeff, you still trying to get the girl that got you for the lollipop, man.
Man, I'm telling you,
You gotta
boy.
let that go, Joe.
I'm just saying.
It's 2022. You gotta let it go, Joe. They had to
Until
get
you
over
do right by me.
it. Lord have mercy. We're gonna take you over there and get you a free mobile COVID test from our friends at West Park Wellness. If you do, or are you in need of mobile COVID testing, they will come out to your business, event, school, restaurant, church, gym, wedding, funeral, concert, barbershop, hair salon, or home. It's a 5-person minimum. They're still donating $2 a week for each test submitted to your choice of nonprofit. That is the non-invasive saliva PCR test. And they will come out between the hours of 8 to 6, Monday through Friday, and Saturdays 9 to 5. You can visit them right there online at westparkwellness.com.
They will come to your family reunion and bring the potato salad.
They can make sure everybody say, bro, for real.
Yeah, man.
You ain't gonna find out till the next day, though. So.
Wow. You know, we've been so divided with that too, boy. They be like, yeah, man, we've been fam all our life, but until you get this test.
I know that's right. But no, what we got for our marketing moment for today, man? Let's get so started.
Our marketing moment is know what you offer. Know what in vain of what Alistair said yesterday. Shout outs to Alistair. You know, he said a lot of businesses, they offer things, but they don't really know what they're selling. And, you know, when you're marketing, you need to understand your audience. You need to understand how you benefit their needs. So know what you offer. And that really kept me up at night last night, because I was like, wow, how many of us are selling features and we really don't know what we offer? We just know some of the features of what we have.
Oh, yeah.
But that's not really what we're offering.
But no, that's so true. Because I remember when I was out and I first started selling products and this type of stuff, you know, one of the biggest things, first, you want to sound like you're smart. But a lot of times what ends up happening when you go to these customers and you're using all these technical benefits and using all these big technical terms, they don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, you're right.
And a confused mind don't buy.
Oh, man.
Like a lot of folks don't understand that. It's like you go in here and you trying to sell somebody and trying to sound all great and trying to sound all smart about your product and service, but you sound so smart, you confusing folks.
Yeah.
So now I can't understand how this fits into my plain life, because you done talk so way over my head. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna sit up here and tell you that I don't know. Nobody's gonna tell you they don't know.
That's
you know what
true.
I'm saying? Nobody gonna look back at you and say, I don't know what you're talking about. They just gonna say, no, that ain't for me.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
or I have to talk to my wife.
But you know, that's one of the first steps to branding. Seriously. How are you communicating your message? What is your message? And is it clear? And does it connect with folks?
Good point. That's the Rockstar Brandon talking.
I'm trying to tell you.
When we gonna get that Brandon with pride? When we gonna get that Brandon with pride
I told
segment?
y'all I do not do the free no more. I'm sorry. You got to pay for this. No, because I'm telling you this, and we've talked about this before. A lot of times when you are having these conversations and this type of stuff, we don't cross the line of friendship, bro. You know what I'm saying? Once we cross that line of friendship in the profession, I'm gonna have to start charging for that. Because a lot of times you're giving folks valuable advice and this type of stuff, but they not. I guess some folks just don't look at it as, oh, this is how this person supports themselves. This is what this person does for a living. You know what I'm saying? This is why this person got all these clients. All right.
That's true.
But
That is correct.
So basically, whenever you talk to somebody and you talk to them about branding, your routine is to put on your headphones and play your theme music. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, huh?
Lord,
but you're gonna have to charge.
I got to charge, bro. I'm just saying, McDonald's charge for their milkshakes too. But
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go watch that video.
Lord have mercy. Joining us to the program right now, the one and only. He goes by the coach's coach. One of my best coaches. I would say that. One of my best coaches, the one and only Mr. Mark Parham.
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
You're doing good, man. I'm doing excellent.
Man, thank you so much for joining in on the conversation today. For y'all that don't know, Mark is the director of entrepreneurship with the Urban League. He's been there for a while. He was one of my teachers when I was a student at the Urban League. Like, seriously, when I decided to become an entrepreneur, that's one of the first things I did. I found some places where I could actually get some help, where I could learn some of the things that I didn't understand, like setting up my business and all this type of stuff. And that's why I met Mark. So for over 10 years, he done seen how good I am. I'm just saying.
Here we go. So, Mark, are you overlooking the water still? Are you still sitting there looking at the water with your coffee?
You got a tear coming to my eye.
But no, today we're talking about understanding what you're selling, because a lot of times what ends up happening with entrepreneurs, a lot of times as they develop these products and services, they don't truly understand what the benefit is to their customer, and they go try to sell all these technical things to a customer, and the customer don't see the benefit because you don't understand the benefit.
Good point.
Right.
You see,
yeah, that's a big issue for a lot of small businesses. They don't benefit sell. Like most of the commercials you see on TV, they're selling the benefit. Like Matthew McConaughey, he sells the benefit of driving a Lincoln.
That's right.
And so you see him driving and smiling, being all cool and everything. But so it's all about selling to benefit. Why should your customer buy this? Because after they eat it, they're smiling and full and happy, But that's very important because a lot of times we don't know the benefit. And all we have to do is ask our customer, well, why do you like this? And they'll tell you.
That's true. And I love that you said that. A lot of times all you got to do is survey your customer. Now, when we're up in the startup phase, because we have a lot of young entrepreneurs also watching. When we're in the startup phase, how do we start to decide, all right, what is my benefit to my customer? What problem am I really, really solving?
I think that's a great question because a lot of times that's what we start with. We try to get our people to realize, the why. Why would someone want to buy this? And what's the benefit to them? And when we start our people out thinking like that, they get it. They start getting it. But we ask them the question. And a lot of times, because people think, I ask a lot of people, who are you going to sell to? And they say everyone. So I say, everyone don't want your chocolate chip cookie. But the people that are already eating chocolate chip cookies may.
That's true.
They see the benefit of it. So let's sell to them first and then convince people that are eating cookies. They may like peanut butter right now. Let's sell them the benefit on eating your chocolate chip cookie. So it's all about the benefit.
Now, a lot of times, what are some questions that entrepreneurs need to really, really ask themselves when you start talking about what is the benefit that I am to my customer? What's one of those questions that you kind of need to start to kind of think about and start to figure out?
Well, the first question is, how does it improve the customer's situation?
Okay.
Whatever it is. If they're hungry, it improves their situation because now they're full. Whatever it is, how does it improve your clients or your potential customer situation? That's one of the first questions that we ask. And when they really think about it, they'll go, well, they really have to improve. They have to make something improve. So that's one of the very first questions that we ask. And I guess the real question is, what problem did my customer have before they came to me? And it doesn't have to be a big problem, but it has to be a problem. I'm hungry. I want something sweet. I need somebody to write my business plan. I need branding. I need marketing. And then they come to us. I think, let's use the branding for Influencer 365.
Oh, yeah.
Why do customers come to you? Because they need help with branding.
Because I'm going to get your message right.
Right.
I'm going to get your look right. I'm going to get you on your talking points. I'm going to show you how to communicate that message. And then I'm going to give you the opportunity to get it out there.
But I guess the question is, though, by you doing that, how does it improve your client situation? All the things you're doing is to improve the client situation for what? To get more business.
Exactly.
The ultimate outcome, you're going to do all that and teach them how to do it so they get more customers, so they can make more money.
Oh, yeah. Me personally, one of the biggest things that I sit down and ask customers first, what's your goals? What is it that you're trying to achieve?
To make money.
That is not a goal, though. Because a lot of times folks have these vague goals like that to make money. Well, hell, I can give you a quarter and you're making money. So how much money are you trying to make? And how many customers will it take you to make that type of money?
Lotta.
But no, seriously, a lot of times, asking the right questions to your customers, and you ain't necessarily got to send a blanket survey out to everybody, but asking the right questions in that interview process, a lot of times will start to show you, all right, this is the benefit that I can be to this person. I'm just saying, like I said, I've done a lot of technical sales. I used to sell websites. And everybody that's ever worked on WordPress, we know we can get all into the PHP code. We can get all into the SSLs and all these other type of things. But what you end up doing is just confusing somebody. Instead of sitting down saying, hey, Jeff, we're going to build you a very, very nice professional website. It's going to be able to house all this information. You're going to have the capability of video to connect with other customers and connect with social media. And then you're going to be able to sell products from it. Now,
okay.
Do you want to buy?
Nope.
Nope. Because Jeff don't like making money, but that's all right. But Mark, seriously, what's another thing that we need to think about when we start talking about the actual benefits that we are doing to the customer? Because I'm always in the mode of 3. I feel like you should always have 3 benefits that you are offering to your customer at all time on any service that you got.
Well, I guess the benefit would be, how, from your standpoint, how timely are you? Also, too, we can do a lot of research now to determine what the benefit can be for our customer. And we don't always have to ask them. We can look and see what other customers are saying about other products similar to ours. So it doesn't always have to be something that we come up with. We can actually look at our competition and see what they're saying the benefits are. So I think maybe
I like that though. That's like a cheat code. Look at people that's doing the exact same thing you're doing, and what benefit do they represent?
Right. That's what I do a lot of times. We do a lot of research when we do our strategy for marketing and things like that to see what are the other benefits. There may be some hidden benefits, that people don't even recognize. A lot of new products have been developed because people recognize there were hidden benefits. And so we need to find out what those are, but we only can do that with research.
Oh, yeah. And see, that's the beautiful thing in this day and age. Like you say, with technology, you have the research right there at your fingertips.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, you can find out any information that you want on almost any subset category of potential targets for you. Like, for real, you can get interest, you can get location, you can get age, you can get gender, you can get activity. I mean, it is a whole host of information that you can actually pull to find out, all right, these are the people I feel like is going to want this.
Yeah.
And this is how I can benefit this crowd of people.
And if you ask yourself 2 questions, why and what, that helps you get those benefit statements. First of all, why? Why do they need what you have? And if you keep asking that question like a 3-year-old, why, yeah, and drill down, most of the time, the first answer is not the real answer. You keep drilling down. Then when you figure out the why, then you do the what actually benefits that need. I mean, what is it that actually benefits that? So people drive fences. We'll talk about cars because we are the BMW boys. We are the Beamer boys. Do you drive your BMW to get from point A to point B?
Yes, I definitely.
You do
quickly.
But is that the reason you bought a BMW?
Right.
I actually bought the BMW because of the way it rides. Like, for real, it's just a ride to me. It's a beautiful car,
like
but
going fast too.
Yeah. So you got to drill down. Is it really to get from point A to point B? Because you can get a bicycle and do that.
That's true.
Or is it because of the way it makes you feel, or the way it makes you look?
No, I like that.
Or the way people perceive you in it. You see, a lot of people buy BMWs to feel accomplished.
That's true.
And to look good in front of other people.
That's true.
Because think about this. You buy a Lamborghini because it can go 200 miles per hour, but you'll never go 200 miles per hour.
I would try.
You would. But you be wrapped around a pole somewhere.
But that's the next cheat code, because a lot of folks don't understand. A lot of times, like Jeff is alluding to, you selling for that emotion more so than anything.
Yeah.
We sell clothes based on how you gonna feel when you put it on.
Yeah.
Not necessarily it's a black suit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel good in this black suit. I feel accomplished. I feel
stuffy.
I feel
in the
sexy.
I feel a little bloated.
But no, those intangible benefits, like Jeff is alluding to, like I say, those are one of the most powerful things, because when you can evoke that feeling and evoke that emotion in someone, now you're doing something that's impactful and powerful, and you're getting a customer for life.
Yeah.
One more for me, Coach.
Let me just think of something else here. You got benefit. I also look at what is the cost to provide that product or service. That's one of the things I always ask people. What does it cost you to provide that product or service to the customer? And a lot of times they're so busy trying to provide it, they're not looking at what it really costs.
That's true.
True that. And you don't find out until after the fact if it costs you too much. Because then all of a sudden you get the sale and you're like, why did I do this?
Dude, it's so funny. When I first started as an entrepreneur, I was just jumping up and down, man. I had a great week. I think I probably made about $1,700 that week. It was like the first, you know what I'm saying, when you first get started.
Yeah.
So anyway, then I turned around and did the math. I was like, bro, I'm working for like $9 an hour.
Yeah.
I'm doing worse.
Yeah.
I go to McDonald's to do better than this. But no, a lot of times, like you said, that cost, and a lot of things that we don't factor in as entrepreneurs, especially when that cash start coming in. You're not putting in man hours.
Mm-mm.
You're not looking at the cost of all these different supplies and all these different little tools and different little software programs that we pay for. All that type of stuff goes out in that report. And when you see that bottom line, a lot of times it ain't what you thought it was.
And it's even more than just that, more than just those numbers financially. You got to look at how much does it cost you emotionally? How much it costs you away from your family? How much it costs you,
Yeah.
Because there's
Those
some
hidden
clients I'm
costs.
like, you couldn't pay me enough.
Yeah, those are hidden costs, and a lot of us don't realize until it's too late that we're paying a lot for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But now that goes back to what Marquel was saying when he was on the program. Can I solve this person's problem? Do I want to solve this person's problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a big
want
question.
to solve this problem, because a lot of times folks don't realize that emotional drain on you at the end of the day, it might be your business, but trust me, it can be a hellhole.
Yeah.
It really can.
Shout out to him, because that was a question I've never asked myself before. Do I want to? Now, I've said it after the fact, but before the fact, yeah.
Coach, what you got coming up, man? I know you are a very, very busy guy, man, and I know you always got some webinars. You got all these different things that you're doing online with the Urban League. What you guys got coming up?
I tell you what, one of the things that I have coming up personally, I just launched a site called Write My Biz Plan. A bunch of tools out there, writemybizplan.com. A bunch of tools out there that you can start working on your business plan. You got to learn how to ask the right questions. And I think that's what people fail sometimes. They get stuck because they're not asking the right questions. So I created a set of tools to help people ask the right questions. So they go to writemybizplan.com. That's one thing. And then the Urban League has, starting in April, we're starting another one of our accelerators for startup businesses and growth businesses, 10-week sessions on how to get your business up to the next level. So a lot of that stuff is coming up in April. We'll be posting that stuff and getting it out there for everybody to join. It's all free. Everything is free.
See, somebody giving away something for free, Kevin.
Nah, the Urban League I do donate time to all the time. And once again, man, let me know about the entrepreneur thing coming up, man, and love to do a couple workshops with you guys and everything.
All right, you know what? I'll let the program managers know, and they'll be in contact with you to do that.
All right, bro. If anybody want to get in contact with you, man, or find out about this new biz plan machine that you got going, let folks know how they can get in contact with you.
They get in contact with me. My email address is Mark, MARCP, @catbuildernetwork.com, or you can just schedule a meeting with me. Go to meetwithmark.com, and you'll see my calendar. You can schedule a free 15-minute session just to talk about what you got going on. But you can also go to writemybizplan.com to start working on your business plan. There's too much money out here right now that's available, but you got to have a business plan if you want to succeed.
Oh, yeah.
So that's it.
Once again, it's the Real 1100 AM iHeartRadio, taking in all over the world's #1 rated business show with your host, KC Pride.
And Mr. Marketology.
And we'll be back after this.
I'm going to go get some lunch.
Hi, This is Dr. Williams with the Line for Life Wellness. I want to invite you to our new office at 1800 Jonesboro Road in Atlanta. Come in for a consultation, examination, therapy, and x-ray, all for just $100.
What?
Yes, $100. This offer expires soon, so call us to schedule at 404-383-1110 or find us on the web at www.yourfinespine.com.
If you want to be fine, take care of your spine.
We're open late.
And now an important message from Steve Harvey.
This pandemic isn't over yet. We got the vaccines. I got mine. You might have yours. But listen to this. Don't think just because you got the vaccine that you can just go crazy. Follow the current safety guidelines. I know the mask is hot, but you know what's hotter than these masks? Staying healthy. That's pretty fly if you ask me. Let's unite to prevent.
For more information, visit unitetoprevent.org.
It's the Rockstar KC and Mr. Marketology. Invite everybody to join us at our brand new time for the #1 rated morning show at 10 a.m. in the morning. Live on the Real 1100 a.m. and iHeartRadio all over the world.
And that's Monday through Friday.
Woo!
Tune your radio.
Tune in
now.
You can tune into this radio station on any smartphone or tablet.
iPhone,
Android,
BlackBerry,
Nokia,
Samsung,
Windows phones,
or whatever you have. Download the free TuneIn app from your phone or tablet's app store.
Tune in with music, sports, news, and comedy.
From over 70,000 radio stations around the world, including this Beasley Broadcast Group station. Check it out at tunein.com
or your app store.
What's going on out there, people? This is Mr. Daniel Dickey, the Renaissance Man, founder of the Resource Guild, and you are tuned in to the #1 rated business show with my dude, KC Pride.
This is Taco Tuesday!
Brains, power, and muscle like Dame, Puffy, and Russell. Your boy back on the hustle. You know what I've been up to.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back right here on the Real 1100 AM iHeartRadio, taking in all over the world.
And it's Taco Tuesday. You heard it.
And it's also time for Real Issues with Ron Anthony. In a minute.
We're going to get it.
It is a tough Tuesday, bro.
You know.
This is Ron Anthony, Real Issues, and I got the grease for you. Okay, there was this grandfather that was talking to his grandkids about two wolves inside of him. So let me tell you this story. There was one wolf who had evil intentions. I mean, he hated, envy, greed, all types of things that's negative that we all go through. Now, the other wolf was love, joy, peace, kindness, all the things that are good. So he was telling the kids about this. One of the grandkids said, "So Grandpa, which wolf won? Wouldn't you like to know?" And grandfather said, "The one that you feed the most." I'm here to tell you, whatever you're going through in life, just think about yourself. Think about what's within you. And what kind of war are you going through? Are you going through something? Are you giving the love, the joy, the peace, the kindness, or are you giving hatred, greed, envy, gossiping, and all the things that the majority of the people are doing? Take a look inside yourself and find out what's going on inside of me. And you have a chance to decide which one you want to feed. And when you find out what you're feeding, just know that's what's going to grow. So what you want to do is look within yourself and find that one that gives that love, joy, peace, kindness, because whatever you give out, it's going to come back to you. So if you giving out a lot of the evil and the envy and the hatred and the backbiting and all those things, that's what's going to come back to you. But if you're giving out love, joy, peace, kindness, that's what's going to come back to you. So decide. You decide right now. In other creeds today, I've heard that if you imagine things within yourself, then you're going to create that. because imagination is the most powerful thing that you have inside of you. So anything that you imagine, you can create it out in this atmosphere. So think about it. Who's been creating in your life? Have you been listening to everybody else, or did you create it? Because if you haven't even discovered this within yourself, you've been under somebody else's creation. So right now, what I want you to do is I want you to think about some things that you want in your life. Think about it on the inside of you. Go into your imagination. Think about it. If you want a car, think about it. Imagine yourself inside of it. Drive that car on the inside. And then what you're going to do is attract that to you. And once you attract that to you, you're going to go to a car lot and get that car. Once you get that car and you imagine it inside of you and you go get the car, you've manifested it. You brought that to light. All right. So everything that you're doing right now, somebody else has did it if you don't know that you can imagine.
That was Real Issues with Ron Anthony. Imagine
that
the car
wolf.
inside you.
I do every day.
But no, one thing that he did say, and there's one thing that we talk about all the time, like we say, life is 50-50. It's always going to be 50-50. So you're going to have the same amount of good as the same amount of bad in your life.
Yeah.
It's what you focus on.
That's true.
Which wolf you going to feed.
And it's hard, man, because sometimes, you know, that focus can sway. Because you start looking at your situations, you be like,
but no, it's serious. I mean, everybody can have their pity party every day. Like I can go look at 20 things going wrong in my life right now and just be all sad and all around about it. But I can also look at the 20 things that's going right.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
It's what you focus on, bro. Whatever you focus on, that's what you get.
Focus.
Join us to the program. Miss returning by special request. Miss Needy.
And you got her name right.
I got it right.
About time.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And thank you for having me back. It was such an honor to get that phone call. So I'm here. I'm here. Hi, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us right here on the #1 rated business show. How are we doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I just wanted to chime in on that conversation that you had, man. It's absolutely true. What you focus on is what comes into your life. One of the things that happened to me, and I kind of explained that to you guys, is that when you're losing that focus, man, you're left in moments where you're going to complain about every single thing. It can be the red light. It can be, anything.
Sun too bright.
Fake car stopped, or and it ruins the moments. It ruins your whole entire day. But as long as you keep that focus where it needs to be, no matter what's going on, man, you'll pull out. You'll get there.
But no, that is so true. I even had to I find myself checking myself more now that I'm a mature man.
Oh,
okay.
Lord,
but
Lord.
I find myself checking myself a lot more. No, seriously, because you got to. And sometimes I got attitude. Am I? You know what I'm saying? What I'm mad about? You know what I'm saying?
Check yourself.
Now, I'm curious, is that a man thing or is that a female thing? Because I'm noticing now more, I had never noticed it before, but I noticed that with more men that they do it. I see them walking around like really mad. And I'm like, okay, how you wake up?
Let me break down men to y'all. Men, all right, let me break down men to y'all.
Yeah, break it down to me.
Because men have the same emotions that anybody else got. Like, for real. We carry those same emotions: happy, sad, angry, hungry, fear, all of it. But it's how we process it and it's how we display it. So a lot of times when you see a man walk around angry and this type of stuff, somewhere beneath that surface, that man is hurt. Versus he walking around, he mad and all this type of stuff and want to fight everybody. No, this is just the only way he understands how to display his emotions. Like Jeff is grumpy. Okay.
So how do you get through to a man like that, or even your child? Say, for instance, a son, who's up in age and just waking up angry. Like, how do you get to that hurting person, especially who's a man?
It's not always easy because men are always taught to not talk about things. We're supposed to hold it in. We're supposed to be tough. We ain't supposed to cry. All these different type of things. That's how you kind of talk, and that's how you raise. Especially if you came up when I did. I came up through the 80s, Macho Man and all that. So we wasn't taught, emotions and having all this emotional intelligence that, so many kids have today. Let's say that.
and a lot of times it's all about, I would say, listening, but it's not listening with your ears, right? Because a lot of times men will want to talk about it, but they don't want to be judged. Because a lot of times once you open your mouth, you're going to be judged because the person going to be like, well, that's what you need to be doing.
Okay.
So, if you can break down that wall and say, look, I really am here to listen, let you get it out. And then if you ask for my opinion, then I can give you some advice based on that. They'll be more open to say, look, this was really going on with me. Because a lot of men will talk to people that they value their opinion and they feel like they're not going to be judged. Unfortunately, a lot of times when a man has things going on with his life, the person that he talks to is already saying it's your fault. You're going through
That's
this.
true.
You need to man up.
And nobody like
blah,
to
blah,
accuse
blah. And it's like, dude, I'm trying to.
Now you just brought up a valid point. Well, for me, it just kind of put some inlight to some stuff because I would have never looked at it as if someone was judging the person. I would have looked at it like, dang, I see you need help. Look, if you do it this way, you know what I'm saying? It'll come out this way for you. Or if you try this, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily, oh, it's your fault. But hey, come on now, you got to do something. I would have never.
Yeah. Well, the problem is the
Mistake number one.
communication.
No, mistake number one. Stop trying to solve our problems.
Well,
just like women don't want y'all problem solved. When y'all come to us and y'all feeling down, y'all feeling sad and this type of stuff, y'all ain't looking for a solution to the problem. Y'all looking for somebody to empathize and be sympathetic to what's going on and be there for you, not necessarily say, hey, this solution, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. Don't nobody like that. Like, for real, don't nobody like that.
Yeah, and the challenge is with it, even though we are men and we are looked at and perceived as strong, a lot of us are fragile. In the fact, I got a couple of fragile pieces to me, but don't test me.
The man is still, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is a lot of times we don't say we have these emotions, but what we hear gets us emotionally. Like, for instance, if we are feeling stressed out about our finances, where, I mean, all you got to do is get another job or do this or that. To us, we hear, oh, you're a failure.
Exactly.
You need to get your stuff together.
Bro, I'm going to say
and yeah, I was about to say it too. You know how I count myself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that's what we hear. That might not be what you said.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that might not be what was said, but that's what we hear. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times that's not talked about or expressed. It's similar to like when women, they might ask about, let's say, their weight.
Okay.
And we might be like, you look okay. What they hear might not be you look okay. It might be like, oh, so I don't look fine.
Like,
you know, it's like, all I said was you look okay. I didn't say you look bad. I didn't say you look good. I just said you look okay. But that's not what they heard.
You did not say I look good.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So that's the challenge with men. We hear it differently than what is said. And since this isn't a topic that's usually talked about, they say, well, you just, you're a man, you're angry, you're da-da-da-da. But there's a lot of pressure men go through every day that they can't talk to anybody about. Because nobody, honestly, in our heads, nobody wants to hear it.
That's true to a certain extent. Like, for real. Because you ain't supposed to whine and you ain't supposed to complain because, that make you a little. But anyway.
Yeah.
But no.
Kevin has a tissue in his hand right now. Try, baby.
You know what? I ain't saying to cry, okay? I got daughters. All right, I am not saying to cry. You ain't got no choice. Like, when you raising girls, I promise you, it is an emotional experience. Like, little boys, they different. They come up to you, punching you in the stomach and all this type of stuff. It is crazy. But with little girls, bro, you say the wrong thing, you get them big puppy dog eyes. It's sad. Oh my God. But no, men seriously, we do share the same type of emotions and we carry the same needs. Yeah. Like, for real. Just like you want to feel sexy, your dude want to feel sexy.
I mean,
it's so hard because I don't really know. You're not. For me, most men aren't opening up. So if you open up that, and I guess because my opinion probably just jumps out, so it makes it not inviting for them to want to share those kind of intimate thoughts or their, or.
But you have to think about it like this: do you want to hear that from me when you trying to tell me something?
No, you're right.
I mean, and it's real though, because most men don't want to do that because they catch it from all angles.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm gonna take it to the real dark severity, because you know how I do. But even at your funeral, you can have a funeral where a very significant person in your life dies, and they tell you need to be strong for everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Don't nobody care about you. You
Oh, yeah.
need to be
You're the
strong for
backbone of the
everybody
family.
else.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a minute, I have feelings too. You know, and so that's really it. And then when you get it from all angles, you get it from a significant other, you get it from your boys that all, you know, want to be tough and man up. You get it from, you know, you can't go out to society. Your boss don't want to hear your problems. You know what I'm saying?
And before long, the anger started to build inside.
Yeah, because you like, nobody cares about me.
Exactly.
Everybody
Exactly.
cares about what I can do for them. And then all of a sudden that comes out as anger. And people are
true.
like, oh, he's always mad. He's not really mad. He's frustrated. You know, and out of that frustration, he doesn't know how to express it.
Okay.
Because if he cries, people are like, what you crying for?
Yeah.
If he goes out and lashes out and starts to fight, well, here we go. Another one of them angry men out here. You know, and so he's like, I don't know what to do.
Wow.
Or he could pay a therapist, you know, which probably should do.
But I've offered that too, and most of them are like, no, I'll never do that. Why do I need that? I don't need no
That
therapy.
admit,
Like,
that, but for a lot of men, like seriously, that admits weakness.
Yeah.
And it's one of those type of things, especially in the Black community. We was never taught mental health, and we was never taught it was something cool. You know what I'm saying? So and well, not
and it's a fear too, because some of us have went to counseling and it didn't go well.
Okay.
I mean, I could tell from my own experience going to a marriage counselor, and he told me all the things I needed to do and why I was messed up. And I'm like, dude, I'm the one here. She didn't even show up.
But
you
you
know,
can't
I'm
go-
like,
but-
I'm
but-
the one here. But he was like, it's your fault.
Let me
It's
tell
you
y'all
need to
something. Let
do
me tell you a
this. You
secret.
need to do that.
But no, let me tell you a secret I learned being married for 17 years. Seriously, it's not about what they're doing to you.
No,
It's
but I'm not saying
Because
that.
you the
I'm not
only
saying
person-
it that. But I'm
you
saying
the only person that
no,
can
no,
change.
no. You're right. But what I'm saying is, if you go to counseling and then he puts you on the hot seat as if you need to change, not y'all need to change.
What you do,
Just- no, I'm not saying I don't need to change, even though I'm perfect in every way. I'm saying that you then close up your communication, because you like, dude, I'm coming here, I'm opening up, and now I'm the bad guy, even though this isn't let's look at it in a whole picture. Let's put everybody in the spotlight. It's no, you're the problem. So then if I'm the problem, it's no need for me to come to counseling and pay for somebody to tell me I'm the problem.
But you know that,
See what I'm
that's-
saying?
But
wait,
that's one of
that's
the biggest
pretty
problems in
interesting,
too
though.
many relationships now, is that people speak in accusatory terms instead of saying,
Right.
look, this is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
this is what's going on, or this is how I'm feeling in this situation. You know, we saying,
You wanna know how I
you
feel?
made me feel like this, like Jeff, you made me angry today.
You want to know how I feel right now?
No, I do not.
I'm getting heated just talking about the fact that I went to that therapy and he told me that.
Put
And
him
this
on
happened
blast.
like years
Put
ago.
him on-
You know what I'm saying? But no, this happened years ago, and I'm getting heated about just thinking about it. You know?
Lord have mercy.
You know, like two things. When it comes down to that, it almost, I'm not saying that this is what it is, but I feel like, because you just admitted that you know you needed to change. But the fact that he told you needed to change, it was a problem. So that right there kind of shows a lot to me.
Like I
You know
say
what I'm
all the
saying?
time. Like I say
and
all
that's
the
why you probably still upset that he said that to you.
He don't even know me, Niji. He don't know me.
I know he didn't know you, but you know you, and you knew what the truth was, and he told you the truth, and you did not like the truth.
But no, like I say all the time, it don't matter what other folks say about you. It don't matter how other folks diagnose you.
Yeah, it
until
don't
you
matter.
diagnose yourself, until you see it in yourself, it ain't gonna never change. You ain't gonna never do nothing about it.
True.
Like that's
So
for real.
listen, my other thing was the accusations things that you just said, right? So I could have been wrong. So it was a statement said, right? And he was like, I was having a conversation with somebody, and he was like, my mom called, and she was saying, do this, do that. Now, I'm used to this person being a mama's boy. And because the mama's always got to, do something. So when he said that to me, I was like, oh, boy, she got to let go of that hair. And he went crazy.
Because you don't call him a mama's boy. That's the insult to start
really,
with.
he's a grown man.
But no grown man wants to be called a mama's boy. Like,
Yeah.
bro, I need to do love advice for y'all. Let me teach y'all how to treat
Yeah,
somebody.
he's a grown man, Niji.
But you can't slang insults to somebody at all. You know what I'm saying? Calling somebody a mama's boy versus calling them calling a woman a daddy's girl, that's different.
But
You know,
I didn't
it's
call
pride
him
in that, and
mama's
that
boy.
type of stuff. But
I just said.
you said you
that-
started with he a mama's boy.
In your
No,
tone.
no, I didn't. I didn't even mention mama's boy. I said to him, I was like, when he said the statement about, oh, she called and she was saying this like this and all this stuff, and I said, oh, she got to let go that hand.
See,
he went
it's that tone. It's the tone.
But it's the insinuation too.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You
It's
hurt
like
that
you
man.
still need a mama, you ain't a man for real.
You hurt that man.
What's up, baby? Checking in one time. Miss Jasmine Pride. Why is you watching this show, girl? I know you supposed to be in class. Lord have mercy. But no,
Okay.
But no, it is definitely so true. It's like you definitely have to watch how you communicate back and forth with folks, because you know a lot of times when you point the finger, you are already inviting a fight. Like seriously, anytime you sit up here and blame me, I'm gonna automatically get what? Defensive.
And you know Jeff don't forgive.
Jeff does not forgive at all. Okay. And he believes he's right.
I am always right. I am perfect in every way. That's what my therapist told me to tell myself every morning.
Lord
I
have
am
mercy.
perfect in every way.
So
And you running with it.
yes.
So Neezy and I just completed an interview on her show. Let's move on. It was a great. It definitely was a great experience to be on your platform, and just share a little bit of my journey as well.
Yes, and a lot of people love that because, you know, just to hear, you know, a single dad doing his thing is, and you have grown, they're not grown, but they're up in age, and you know, you're doing your thing, and it was just really impressive to hear your story. You know, where you came from, you know, being married young, just going on to your journey, like it's really impressive, and still to believe in love, you know, and still to know that okay, it still exists, and you still want it. That's a good thing.
Did he cry?
Almost.
He didn't cry. He almost did.
She put me on it because I almost did. She asked me,
what is your about? I asked them, you know, what do they think about?
You need to man up, Kevin.
Nah, for real.
You need to man up.
But now it was a sentimental moment. See, Jeff ain't watching the interview. You see how Jeff hate her. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna tell him about it no more. Let's come back over here to the number one rated audience.
Saying,
all right.
Can we get Kleenex as one of our sponsors? Because we use them enough in this show.
Jasmine Pride said, I agree with Jeff.
That's right.
I don't know why she agreeing with you. It looks small with Jeff. But no, seriously, I forgot what that question was. I think you said, what was it?
I'm trying to think. I think it was when I said to you, what does your children feel about you?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or how were they dealing with the situation with your when their mom? The guy said, "Dang!" So she left the kids and everything, and then you started to go in the process of what they had to go through and the questions that they would ask.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll give him a pass for that one.
Thank you. It was rough.
You can cry on that one,
but my baby's just happy. I got one jumping up and down on the comment now. You better have your instrument tomorrow at school. I'm gonna tell you that.
Nah, she did her thing in the
LGP.
That recital. Oh man, she did her thing.
Yes,
Shout
she
outs,
did.
you did your thing, girl.
Lord have mercy, it's supposed to be a business show, but that's all right. Here now, you gotta take a day off.
Right. But listen, this right here creates the balance for your business. But you know, you need family, you need love, you need relationships. And once you learn how to build the relationships and make these connections, man, your business is gonna thrive. So you these right here are just what? Little nuggets. It just dropped some little nuggets. That's all.
So Neeji, this is a question that came in from all the listeners. When am I going to be on the Marvel superhero universe? When do we start taping?
Well, you know, speaking to the execs here at Marvel, you know, they did inform me we do have to do a Zoom call. So we're going to make and schedule that Zoom call with you probably in never. But you know what I'm saying? You just go hold on tight to that, okay?
I'm telling you, my agents are saying that y'all are missing out on a great opportunity.
Jeff said he's going to be the new superhero.
They said you'd say that. They said you'd say that.
Lord have mercy. So, Miss Neeji, with Black Atlanta Thriving, what do you guys got coming up next? Because I know we got a whole host of folks that we want to get to at this point. A lot of stories that we want to share and a lot of stories that we want to tell. So, what do you guys have next?
So it's a beautiful time right now. We have a plethora of entrepreneurs, commissioners, mayors, radio personalities in different communities here in Atlanta. So we start filming in May. So once you start filming in May, it's all about putting it out there to the networks and going from there. So it's actually moving right along.
Oh yeah.
The first pilot was already shot and completed. Now we're working on 10 episodes, 3 entrepreneurs or commissioners, mayors, et cetera, per episode. And just bringing the community together. And the way we're telling this story, or we're getting people involved, it's incredible to see the involvement, the excitement, and everyone's like, yes, please, I love to, and it's just so awesome. And I'm just looking forward to the bigger picture to see what comes out of this. Does your business flourish more, or, meaning more traffic coming that way, or are you able to touch someone with the story that you share, someone inspired now to do the same thing that you're doing in their city or state, so I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Well, thank you so much for joining the program right here on the #1 rated business show. Once again, Miss Needy.
Miss Needy, stop making them men cry.
I know that's right. Stop accusing folks.
Thank you guys so much for having me. You have a beautiful, what is this, Tuesday?
Yes,
Wednesday?
It's Taco Tuesday.
My day's colliding, y'all.
That's all right. We're going to get it together.
All right, you guys. Have a good one.
We got another call on the line. Caller, checking in one time.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Oh, Dr. P, how we doing today?
I'm fine. I am so fine to be a Tuesday. What's going on with you guys?
It's been a rough one today.
We trying
I don't
to
know
make
what's going on. My energy not flowing the way I need it to.
What's the problem, honey?
It's Jeff. He's still
Jeff,
on
what you
that.
doing?
What
are you doing?
I'm not doing anything but being my perfect self.
Okay, so I seem like I need to have you on the couch a little bit more than often than once a day.
I know.
Once a week.
I know.
I see.
I'm doing my breathing exercises though.
But there's something wrong where my boy Kevin, he's all stressed out. There's an issue of concern. I don't like that.
He's so sensitive.
He hurting me. He is just seriously hurting me.
We
I
just
just
too
feel so
sensitive.
down today.
Y'all miss me being on the show.
We
with you
do.
guys
We
today.
do.
You supposed to have came in today, and then we're gonna make this a Tuesday and a Friday thing.
That's what we're gonna do.
Really?
Yes.
Jeff need
Oh,
extra
okay.
help.
Okay, so we need to definitely have that conversation. I would love to.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to. Okay, but I'm thinking you need to leave Kevin alone. He's got a few things going on, so I need for you to be very careful with. He's very sensitive right now. Real sensitive.
Y'all gonna leave me alone. So how you doing out there in the beautiful world? What you got going on today in your day?
Oh, I'm just finishing up. I just got good news. I'll be finishing up doing the things I need relative to my accident. I'm very excited about that. I can move on to do other things. I'm just excited about life and what God has in store for me. And we got some great things that are going to be happening on our show.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're coming up on the 100th episode pretty soon.
We are.
It's gonna be special. We're gonna have a
we
party.
got to do something very on the spectacular for that, honey. So what are we going to do, guys?
We're gonna have to throw a party right here on L. Just have everybody come in.
We could do that. We could do a party.
Let's make it happen.
Jeff already said he's gonna take his shirt off. So
we don't need to talk about it. We need to be about it.
Exactly. Exactly. I heard we getting bonuses.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Say, do we get paid here?
Oh, thank you so much, Kevin. We really appreciate this generosity.
Why is y'all coming to me with all this? who gave me the checkbook?
Jeff told me we were getting a bonus. I'm like, okay, I just need to know where do I need to go. And I didn't give you my HCS to tell you where you can send it.
I know that's right. So
we're
what?
going to speak it into existence.
Exactly.
So what we're gonna be talking about this week on Dr. P?
We are going to continue to celebrate our women, and I want to talk about an episode that I would like to bring on the show, Boss Ladies of Atlanta.
All right.
So if you feel that you are a boss lady in your business, in your home, or in your life, I want you to DM me, Dr. P. Hubbard. I need you to DM me on Facebook, DM me on my Instagram. Dr. Diva Gigi _ P Hubbard, because I want to talk about you boss ladies. You boss ladies who making boss moves each and every day. Even when you are sleeping, you making boss moves.
All
So
right.
that's why I want to celebrate these women, because again, I say it might be a man-sized job, but it's going to take a woman to do it.
Now, understand, ladies. She said boss women of Atlanta, not bossy women of Atlanta.
So do you want me to break it down what boss means?
One time.
Yes,
for 'em.
break it down, because some of these bossy women might call in. They want to get, be bossing us around, and
No,
that ain't
no.
cool.
Boss is bold, optimizing, success, and you're satisfied.
All right. One more
That's
time.
what a boss lady does.
Thank you so much
She's
for calling
not
in.
trying to overtake. She's just trying to be bold, and she's going to optimize where she is in her life and in her business. She's going to be satisfied. Most of all, she's going to be successful.
Thank you so much for calling in, Dr. P.
Thank you so much, guys. I look forward to talking to you guys on Friday.
Our checks come in on Friday. Friday.
We got one more caller before we get out of here. One more
Just
caller.
got paid.
Bye.
One more caller right before we get out of here. Caller, you on the line with me?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Mike Ben, I'm on the line.
All right. The comedian extraordinaire, Mike Ben. What's going on, brother?
Oh, man, I'm on my way to Florida, man. My nephew just had a baby, and plus I'm doing my son's birthday, so I'm going to celebrate with the family.
I hear you, brother. Much success to you. I saw that baby out there on Facebook, man, looking just like you. Y'all all must look alike.
Yeah, we got them strong. Now, here comes the thing. You got the strong. Everybody thinking I just had a baby. I'm 44. I don't play them games.
I know that's right, man. Now I hear you also got a big, huge event coming up in Columbus with a huge lineup of comedians.
Yeah, man. I guess Facebook. That was Friday that just passed. We just did that show. I guess I don't know if no date wasn't on there, but I do have another event coming up April 1st.
Okay.
Doing an R&B showcase at Paradise Lounge. So if you sing R&B, we're gonna probably give away some money, about $300-$400. Who come in there and do that thing.
Jeff, there go your opportunity right there.
Yeah, man, I need to be on stage. I'm a star.
Jeff said he can sing.
We all stars. We all stars. You ever realize how many stars it is in the sky, man?
That's
We all
right.
stars.
That's what I'm talking about. Man, if anybody want to check in with you, because we right here at the end, if anybody want to check in with you, if anybody want to join you at the Paradise Lounge and me, I definitely
April
be out
1st.
there. April 1st. How can folks get in contact, or how can folks come out?
Y'all can just hit me on Instagram, Mike MikeEDEND, like Bumblebee, 96. Just reach out to me on Instagram, give me a holler. On Facebook, I'm Michael Ben. I don't know why they make us use our real name, but that's what it is. But yeah, y'all, I'm good people, man. I'm old Southern boy. There's just good people, man. So I don't mind sharing my stage.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for calling in, man. Once again, the one and only comedian extraordinaire, Mike Ben.
All right,
1st,
I
man.
appreciate y'all having me on the show.
All right, brother.
Can I be on stage with my shirt off?
Yeah, we're gonna let you do that. Not here.
Yeah.
We're gonna find some way to cater to that. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been another Tough Talk Tuesday right here on the road 1100 AM iHeartRadio. Checking in all over the world. It's the #1 rated business show.
Man, now it's time to get some tacos.
You can follow me on Instagram at IamKCPride.
And you can follow me at Mr. Marketology on
And,
all social platforms, really.
And join us tomorrow right here at 10 a.m. for the Wednesday Wealth Workout. We got a great guest coming in, Alexander Ming, one of the biggest, largest black financial firms in the Southeast region. So he's got a great story, and he's going to have a whole host of information about getting your money right.
That's what I'm talking about. I love talking about money.
We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. right here on the Real 1100 AM iHeartRadio. It's the #1 rated business show, and we are out.
You wanna buy half, it's all there. Yeah, 100 in my pocket, big faces all there. Roll about it, ain't seeing this. Here's more stove, I will be in this. What up? Automatic, I don't need a key up in it.